Ming, learning to organize. Learning to organize, Ming.
Woo! For those of you who don't know, I am a martial arts instructor, specifically for the martial arts Taekwondo. Who here has heard of Taekwondo before? Please raise your hand.
Taekwondo?
Is it something like Chiri Sing Bus?
No. Okay, for those of you who have never heard of Taekwondo, I don't blame you, because our marketing is really bad. So I don't blame you. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is how I try to lead a group, my team, to try and organize a project to solve this issue. For those of you who don't know, I teach in SJKC Zhonghua, which is a primary school. And it's very customary for all core curriculum in Chinese schools to have a performance, no matter what. But for us, our boss decided that performances are too boring. So he never bothered to lead one. Until one day, the school decided to have a performance at once. And my boss told me, Ming, can you organize this performance for me? And as a person who has never organized a performance before, all I could say was, yes. So I was given a dead timeline of 2 months with a team of 2 instructors and 1 assistant instructor to try and make this performance a reality. So very quickly, I started to organize a timeline for my project, trying to segue what each week of my performances look like. And I was thinking, great, I have a timeline. I have a wonderful team. This project is going to become amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, if the project turns out amazing, I wouldn't be giving this speech today. Let me tell you that. There was one really minor complication to this project being happening. And it was that the people that I was teaching were kids. Not just like teenagers, no, kids. And as a person who has taught kids, I can tell you, they are the worst at following instructions. They will know the term skibidi toilet or wrist, but they somehow can't differentiate between left and right. And sometimes they can't even remember what you taught them last week. So throughout the organization process, I made my song and I started to teach them. And that was where I encountered my first mistake of the project. Was that I gave too much control to the people who I was supposed to be organizing the project with. Have you all heard the phrase, too many cooks spoil the broth?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, what that means is that when you have too many cooks in the kitchen making the same food or making the same soup, it will end up worse than if just one person cooked it at once. Same here. The students started to disagree with me, saying, oh, this song sucks, I have a better song for you. My own team started arguing with me, oh, how you choreograph your performance one? It looks so cringe. And all of this happened just because I gave them control. I gave them the option of A and B. If I just walked in and said, this is the only option you have, this is what you must do, this would have changed at all. But okay, my kids slowly started to learn, and slowly but surely they started to respect. Okay, moving on, there was a second problem that happened throughout the project. And that was the fact that I was being overwhelmed with work. In that moment, I've forgotten that I had a team, 2 instructors, 1 junior instructor. But I was doing everything myself. I was trying to edit the music to the song performance myself. I was trying to buy the props to the performance myself. And I was trying to teach them the performance all by myself. And this leads to all of the work becoming worse and worse. All because of me trying to take up all the work. In that moment when I'm overwhelmed, I did something I never thought I would do. I bowed down my head, apologized, and asked my teammates for help. Specifically, asking them for help with things I'm not good with. So I asked my junior instructors to help me edit the video, and they edited it better than me. I asked my other team members to help me buy the props for the performances. And they bought it as well. And I was thinking, wow, delegation. I wish I knew this sooner.
Yeah.
I really wish. I was thinking, wait, I was the president of Tasi Toastmasters Club. I should know this already. But oh well. Then eventually, the third issue arose from this project was that I was becoming too strict. Weeks became days to the performances, and I knew I had very, very little time left to organize this performance to make it happen. So I started scolding my students, shouting at them, and overall I caused a very, very bad vibe. And it was to the point my junior instructor had to tell me, you didn't need to shout. I know you're stressed, but I can just be nicer. And also thought back to the time where I was working at my full-time job at the same time, thinking every time my bosses shouted at me, they never make me perform better. They just make me feel worse. So I realized that I should have toned down my voice, and for the remaining days, I tried to remain as nice as I can to make this project successful. Eventually, everybody was very happy from the practice, and the project was a success. How successful was it? Well, okay.
Too successful.
Okay.
Can
Bro, this got cameo later, just keep watching. Ladies and gentlemen, so remember, whenever you're organizing a project, remember, you have teammates on your side. There's no need to rush. And remember, take your sweet time and have a timeline. After that, maybe you can also create a very cringy dance, just like me. Thank you.